All right, everyone. So, welcome back. Google has finally released the biggest Google Tag Manager UI update we have seen in years. If you logged into GTM recently, you will notice a lot of changes are appearing in the overview and the whole GTM. So, don't worry, in this video, I will walk you through every major change, the new interface, explain what Google Tag destination and show you the new visual event builder and also share my thoughts whether you actually need to change anything from your existing setup or not. So let's start it. The first thing you need to know is this is mostly a UI update. Google hasn't changed the GTM, how GTM works behind the scene. Your existing tags, triggers and variable, everything will still work. Google simply reorganized the interface to make it cleaner and easier to use. So if you already know GTM, you don't need to relearn tracking. You will only need to learn whether the things move. Alright, so first of all, when we will jump to the overview section, we will show the welcome panel actually. So the welcome panel previously when you open GTM, there wasn't much here. Now Google gives you a quick shortcuts. The first one is the visual event builder. So for now, this is only for the Google Ads purchase event. This will let you create tag triggers and variable for Google Ads conversion. So we will check this later. And the next one is for create a tag for suggestion. So it's simply open a normal tag creation as we did as we do that from the text section. So yeah, as you can see. So this lets you create tag from here. And then the third option is safely test your tag. So this is actually preview modes, like this one, a normal preview of your current workspace. You can debug whether your tags are working or not. Yeah, so that's about the welcome panel. If you don't want to uh, use it, you can just collapse it from here. Yeah, so that's all. So right below the welcome panel, Google now gives you a visual snapshot of your container. So let's understand what we're looking at. On the left side, we have our GTM container, and this is the container where we create all of our tags, triggers, and variables. The middle, you will see one or more all of your Google tags here. Think of this as a connection between your GTM container and Google's measurement products. For example, if you're using Google Analytics, you will see a Google tag with measurement ID. And if you're using Google Ads, you will also see another Google tag for your Google Ads account. And finally, on the right side, we will see destination. These are Google's product that receive data from each Google tag. In my example, I have GA4, two GA4 and one Google Ads, as you can see. So if you use Floodlight, you will see and Floodlight checks here. The another section is, as you can see, is pending changes. Here is a quick see. So this will show you how many tags you were added in this workspace and how many you modified and how many tags or elements you deleted from here. So yeah, overall this is the panel. And then the next change is in the navigation. So as you can see, the triggers variable folders are not showing here. So this is actually collapse in the show more button. So whenever you will click on show more, you will see again all of this section actually. So yeah, overall these are these updates. Now let's look at one of the biggest addition in new GTM interface, which is a visual event builder. At the time I'm recording this video, it's still in beta mode and only supports Google's purchase conversion for now. And it doesn't work for GA4 events or other goals protected, although Google may expand it in future updates. The idea behind of the feature is simple. Instead of manually creating a tag trigger and variables for your goals conversion tracking, it will automatically create for you. So let's see how to use it. So first of all, we will click on the start guided setup, and here you will need to input your conversion ID, conversion level, and website URL here. So for example, I will give you one of the demo conversion ID here, and we'll also input a demo conversion level. For example, I'm using this one, and we will input our website URL here and then get started. Okay, so now we will click on go to my website. So GTM is now run your website in a tag assistant. Inside a tag assistant, on the right hand, you will see the panel that guides you through the process actually. At this point, Google asking you to make a purchase. So when we'll click on get started, it's asking you to make the purchase from your website. So I'm going to make a test order for now. Okay, so as you can see, I'm done with the test purchase, and I'm on the thank you page. So when you will arrive on the thank you page, this extension will scan your site and then add a condition for your trigger. So for example, you will see in my URL there is an path which is order received. So in this order confirmation URL, this extension is also showing order received as an trigger for the purchase event actually. So if your website shows something like thank you, order confirmation, and etc. in words, in other words, so it's assuming that anyone visiting or has completed a purchase, this will be showing here. So for now I will keep this one as in trigger logic. Next, this will ask you to select others parameters actually. So there's a transaction ID, conversion value, and then currency code and email if you have. So uh, whenever you will click on the transaction ID, this will lets you in the DOM element and then asking you to select your transaction ID from DOM UI. So for now we can use the order number as a transaction ID. So I'm gonna click on it and then click on select. Yeah, as you can see, this is selected. And then we will click on the conversion value. And the same, this is also asking you to select the purchase value from here. So this is my value for that purchase. So I'll select this one and then select. And the next one is currency, and I think there is no option to take currency from the UI dynamically, so you have to do it statically, I think. Yeah, so I will select, let's say, AED, and then done. And after that, if you have an email on your UI on the thank you page, then you can send it as an user data for your enhanced conversion tracking. So since I don't have email, I will just keep this. Yeah, and now I will just click on the confirm and then publish on the GTM container, publish in Tag Manager. Okay, now it's redirecting me to my GTM container, and let's see. Yeah, so now this created a new workspace for me, and all these changes for Google Ads conversion is happened on this new workspace. So yeah, as you can see, this is the Google Ads conversion that we just created automatically. Yeah, here's the conversion ID, conversion level, purchase, transaction ID, and currency here. And the trigger is based on the page path actually, which was order received. Yeah, and yeah, that's all. Okay, so now comes to this important point. Should you use this for your e-commerce website? Personally, probably not. So why actually? Let's see all of these issue you may face if you set up your Google Ads conversion event with the new visual event builder tools. So the first issue can be for trigger. By default, GTM uh, create trigger based on your page confirmation URL, something like page contains order received. And the problem is visiting a thank you page doesn't always mean a new purchase happen. So let's imagine users refresh the pages, refresh the thank you pages, or visit the confirmation page from a bookmarks, or open the confirmation page from browser history, or return letter. The URL still exists unless you add a logic deduplication. The conversion code fire again. And this is the problem one. And the problem two is with DOM scraping. So if you open the purchase value, or if you open the transaction ID, you will see this used a DOM ready element from your website UI. I mean HTML structure. So that's creates several possible problem. For example, if your developer change the HTML from your thank you page, he change any class name, redesign the thank you page, or even moved an element, so this selector may stop working since this work by CSS selector from your website. So then your transaction ID may be missing or purchase may be missing. So yeah, that's a problem. Another challenge is website that load information dynamically. Maybe the purchase bill appears 1 second later. So then this will miss the purchase value actually. So since DOM scraping is much more sensitive of those situation than reading values from the structured data layers. So it's risky to get parameters from here. Yeah, and another thing is there are some limitation. You can send your product label data with conversion like product ID, product price name, etc. And also you cannot set user data. For example, user email, phone number, first name, last name. You may only can set up email, but if it's appear on the thank you page, then if it doesn't appear on the thank you page, then you can't send it as well. So I think from my end, it's not even closer to the manually creating purchase event from data layer event actually. So still it's recommended to set up your goals conversion purchase event from data layer and manually definitely. Yeah, so that's all. If you have any question, you can comment on the video.